Let me make sure. Okay, now we're on. Sorry about that. I forgot to put my mic on. So I'll get that on here. So really quick, uh, currently in Chester is light snow. Temperatures are at 10 degrees. It feels like -3. The wind speed is at 17 mile an hour. So it's going to be a little chilly out there. Humidity is at 84%. I'm going to try to get a live cam view outside my door real quick if I can get it to load up. I've seen the snow trucks out in Chester, but still yet um, we still got quite a bit of snow. I'll take one quick look here. Yeah, we got a snow truck out there now. Um, Let me go ahead real quick, take a look. And this is Chester. We had a snow truck just went by. Um, and I believe this is Barron Street, and I live on Ann. I'm gonna see if I can't get a look at this car that's pretty much buried. Try to reconnect uh, until that does. This is what it looks like outside. A lot of snow. Don't look like they even scraped the the concrete quite yet. Until I get the one car that's buried, I will switch back to Radar Omega and wait for that other one to load. So let's take a look at the radar in and around Chester. Let me get my mouse down here. Right there. And we got a little bit of a clearing out there if it's very light flurries, but you see the little bit of gray. We do have some more precipitation around Muskogee and Bentonville, and I'm thinking that little band may start. Looks like it's starting to build up again, and we might have a little bit more, a little bit later, probably in the next few hours. So if you see this shaded orange going from Natchez and Alexandria, Louisiana, going all the way up to Memphis, Tennessee. These guys are getting this mix, and this mix goes all the way up into around Lexington, Charleston, West Virginia, Lynchburg, Richmond, Virginia, and it looks like North Carolina, and a little bit of South Carolina around Greenville. So a lot of that is your mixed precipitation. And real quick, let's take a look. Yeah, St. John, 7 inches. I see you, Rhonda. But let's go ahead and take a look at the power outages. And this is what's really telling what's happened below Illinois in the southern states. So let me get to the power outages real quick. Let's turn this in by county. And you can see all that color right there, guys. This is people that are without power. The darker reds, I think, in and around, I believe that's Oxford. And we do have a storm chaser that's not live right now. But that's 75% of the customers are out. And in Ashland and Ripley, you're talking 89% and 75% of people that are out are out of power. Most of that is in and around Memphis, and really the power outages go from Texas, going through Louisiana, and going up through Kentucky and Tennessee, and yeah, Tennessee and Kentucky. And starting to have some power outages in and around, looks like West or Virginia, the tip of Virginia, a couple in West Virginia. So this is all the power outages. Now, I've seen something on Facebook about we might have power outages, or they want us to use less electricity to conserve on Yes, the power stations. So I don't know. We haven't had any power outages here yet. But most of that is down south. I don't know if that's to help out the southern states, use a less electricity to help them out. I don't know if that power grid or how far that goes out in the company. It's not Ameren, but it could affect Ameren. So we'll just have to see. We do have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 storm chasers that are active right now in and around Louisville. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Let me see if I can reconnect the camera. This is Henryville, Indiana. Let me click that out there. So that's what it looks like there in Henryville, Indiana. Louisville, Kentucky. And this is what it's looking like out there, and I'll get a picture of Perryville here in a second, and Jackson, Missouri, in and around Cape Girardeau. But up and around Cincinnati, we got Freddie McKinney. Let me get back there. Freddie McKinney.
Yeah, in the snow, helping people out.
You see it's snowing pretty good there. And he's in Cincinnati, Ohio. We got Storm Tornado Pagey. Looks like the interstates are still got some snow on it. And up and around Dayton, Ohio, we got Connor Croft. Let me expand that out real quick. Right there, you see that, and that's pretty heavy snow right there in Dayton, Ohio. And most of the roads are covered. We do have travelers that are out there right now. So let me go ahead and show you what this looks like as far as in Chester. And it's pretty bad, I think. But that's outside my front, and it's trying to reconnect. But if you see it right there, that car right there, even with it not being plowed onto them, it's up to the top of the tire and the back of the car right there. I looked out there, and
attention,
it looks like at least 9-10 inches, maybe more. I'm not sure. It looks like my table, it's pretty thick. I say it's pretty good. But they do have St. Genevieve has 7 inches, and that's from Rhonda Nash. Let me get off of that real quick, and we're going to take a look at some live traffic cameras. Get it up here. And let me click on Perryville, expand that out. And this is going to be the interstate right there. So we do have very, very little traffic, it looks like. I wouldn't be driving in it. I still got to unbury my car if it ain't plowed in. But you can see right there, this is Interstate 55. Looks like it is facing north bound, and it is covered. Even the lane that's look like it's plowed, got a little bit of compact snow on it there. Let's see where we go down to where around Cape Girardeau real quick. Let me get off of this one, and we are going to go down here to Cape Girardeau, which I only have one camera, but this is around Cape. This is Cape Girardeau live. So they look like you can't see some of the road, but it doesn't look like it's melted or anything like that. It looks like it's just shoveled off. The interstate, you can see right there, they may have one lane. And we do have a car driving by right now, and a snowplow probably dropping some of that cinder. That's what we got as far as the weather in and around Cape Girardeau. So although we got the snowplows out and they're going to be working pretty much all day, you can see that we've had quite a bit of snow. If we go out down here into, let me get the warnings off. Like I said, most of these colored counties that you see here are people that are without power. Not all the people. So if I click on this orange one, Pulaski County, now I believe that is in Kentucky, 8,000 people. So 20% of the customers are out there. Like I said, if we get here to these dark reds in Tippah County, and that might be Louisiana, I believe. Then you're talking about 75%. If you get there to Oxford, you're talking 75% of people are without power. That would be Tennessee, that Oxford, I believe. Nope, that is in Louisiana, Oxford, Louisiana. So it looks like anything south of Memphis, you have customers without power. South of Murray, Kentucky, and then going up to around Bowling Green, and south of Lexington, Kentucky, you have people without power. So this storm is still continuing, and it is going up to the northeast, and you can see anywhere from Columbus to Cleveland, Ohio, maybe a little bit around Detroit, Washington, and New York, all the way up to Albany, New York, and maybe starting around Boston. Most of the mix is around from Memphis to Charleston, West Virginia, all the way to Greenville and Charlotte, is that North Carolina? Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. You do have a mixed precipitation, but we still have cold warnings and freeze watches all the way into to the middle of Florida, and covering the eastern part of Denver and the eastern part of New Mexico, or eastern part of Colorado, going all the way up to the eastern part of Montana, going all the way to the East Coast. You can see all that right there. This is extreme cold weather advisories. And right now in Chester, if I click on our area, we are under an extreme cold warning and winter storm warning still, and probably till about 6 p.m. tonight. Really quick, good morning, Sean Collins. I did see you, Jeff Reckelman. I do see you guys. I was just looking at my map, so I don't get to always just look over at the other screen. But I do see you guys. So we have a possibility of up to 25 below zero negative wind chill factors starting tonight until tomorrow. So make sure you're dressed accordingly, because if you're going to be uncovering your cars, make sure you got gloves and a face mask, because it's going to be cold. So that's what we got going on. Like I said, we could take a look at Connor Croft up here and around Dayton, Ohio. And you can see it's pretty good snow coming down right there, and that looks like that might, I don't know if that's a cop car or not. It looked like it has a light rack on. But we do have people out there driving these. They're probably used to it up there in Ohio. So this is what we got, and we are going to look real quick at pivotal weather and see when this will end. And let me go ahead and get to the HRRR model, and we're going to fine tune it down to our regional area. There we go. And you see, let me see if I'm at the latest run real quick. It's at 6. We are going to go to 13. And see how far that goes. So this is our latest run on the HRRR. And let me zoom in real quick and get my draw tool out real quick. See if I can't. Just give me a second here. Let me get it started. Okay. All right, getting my draw tool out now. Right here is where we are at, circled in the red. So, and then I'm going to move it forward real quick. That's as of 8, and right now it's 8:51, so we're moving it to 9. Look like it clears out. Then we might have a little bit around 10 a.m. and going into 11, 12. You see it starts to pick up a little bit around 1 p.m. Then we're going on to 2. And it looks like maybe around 3 p.m. we might be out of the clear. So 3 p.m. expect that snow to stop. Like I said, we might have a little bit, and then we'll have just a real quick band around right around 1 p.m. We'll have another spurt. And this is HRRR, and this is the latest run. So let me get off the draw tool real quick and get back to Radar Omega. Like I said, I've taken a look outside, and I'm not sure I want to go out there and start clearing just yet, because I do want to get it before I have to go to work. Whenever we might have tomorrow off, so I might clean it off tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have school. But we haven't gotten a text quite yet. Some people are still buried in there, and it's going to be freezing. Like I said, negative 25. That is on the low end. So let's go ahead and take a real quick look at HRRR, and let's take a look at what the wind chills are going to be. And I have to go to the 12Z model. And we are going to the wind chill. And I'm going to click on us, right, see if I can zoom in real quick. And we are going to pivotal weather. Take a look. So let me click our area real quick. That's us right there. And you can see this is Sunday at 1 p.m. We got -3 right now. Here it's showing that we should be at -7. But if we go on into Monday, it's showing close to -29 for tomorrow. So that is the cold blast. That is going to be the worst part of the coldest tomorrow, and that's at 7 a.m. on Monday. So expect very, very cold temperatures tomorrow. If we are off and you guys ain't going to work or anything, I would probably wait probably to about 1 p.m. Maybe it'll start to warm up around 4 to a big high of 5 degrees, but it'll be better than -29. Like I said, this is what the temperatures are going to look like tomorrow and start over the evening time. Probably around midnight, it's going to be -17. It'll start getting colder. It might warm up to -1 wind chill today as the real feel, and then start to decline throughout the evening today, going all the way until it even has -30. Let me see if I can get a later model run, 13. See if I can get further out. That's us about right there, and that's about as far as I can get, and that's 1 a.m. on Monday, negative 19. So it is going to get cold. The further run is the 12Z run, and negative 19, negative 22. At the far end, negative 30 degrees tomorrow. But we'll have to wait and see, and that's as of 6 a.m. Like I said, it won't start to warm up to a nice brisk 0 until about 2 p.m. So that's what you got to look forward for tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know if we'll have any power outages, but if we do tomorrow, it's going to be very cold and it's going to be very dangerous for a lot of people. I have a generator. I won't be able to run the whole house, but I'll probably be able to do a little bit with some heaters. So that's what we got, and that's what we are looking at. So like I said, all these boxes around here that are color coded are people that are without power, and most of that is south of Illinois, into southern states, going all the way up into Kentucky. Like I said, most of our storm chasers are in and around Louisville, Cincinnati, Hamlin, and Dayton, Ohio. We do have one, might be right there. Let me check this guy out in Maryland. And you can see right there, it is snowing pretty good there. And that's in Maryland. But all that in the light blue is snow if we get to the DBZs. These are, look like light snow to moderate. So it looks like most of it is moderate snow, all the way going into Philadelphia and Washington, on the low end of the moderate to high end, right there. And then if you get into Richmond, Virginia, parts of Kentucky, the eastern part of Kentucky, you're looking at mixed precipitation and a lot of power outages going on right there. Let's see if I got a traffic cam up in and around Maryland. I don't know if I have any live ones. We're going to move across the state here. And we do have some. Let's just take a look, see what's going on. Right there, you can see that is a camera that's out there, and it is snowing. Get off of that. That's West Virginia line and US 33. West Virginia has I-79 McGuire Park, Lewis County. So we do have snow. If we get in south, let's see where we are at. Not sure what state that's in. Virginia, West Virginia. So it looks like Virginia and West Virginia, I do have some live cams. And it is snowing out there. See if I can't get around Richmond. I can find it. Virginia Beach. And it looks like I got a little bit of wet rain. So yeah, we do have traffic cams throughout the area. Not every one of them are live. I think Indiana has live. Illinois does not. If we could take a look at Ohio, Let me scan back out. They don't border these traffic cam maps very good, so I've got to take a look in and around Cincinnati. Okay, Ohio does not have affixed cameras or live cameras. They have all stationary cameras. So the only thing I got live are my storm chasers in and around Dayton. And you can see, I'm going to go ahead and pop it up large. You can see right there on the screen how thick that snow is that's coming down. So they are getting covered right now in and around Dayton, Ohio. We'll go ahead and get off the traffic cams. Get off that one. Yeah, we got a plow. Have you seen that? Looked like the plow was stuck.
Okay, it just looked that way, the way the snowbank was. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, maybe
yeah, we're going to Tip City. We're going to Tip City, Chad.
So this is what we got going on, guys. I will not stay on here very long. I just wanted to give you guys a look at what's going on and around the United States. And as far as the power outages, like I said, you can see all the ones that are without power, all in these color-coded counties, just south of Illinois and south of Indiana and south of Ohio. Anything below that, all the way down to even in Texas, you have some people that are without power, and even around New Mexico. All these color-coded boxes. Some of the worst ones, even this county right here, and it's 100%, but there's only one person without power, and there was only one person in that county, apparently. So he's out there. Because some of these darker colored counties, and you can see right there, that's 89, almost 90%. There's 820 customers out of 920 customers are without power. Oxford is about 75, and that has 26,000 customers, and you got 19,000 without power. And let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Let me get over here, and we're going to check out what the temperatures are there in Oxford. Let me get off the power outages, knock off this county, and we'll figure out where Oxford's at. Right there. So ice storm warning. So let's take a look at what's going on in Oxford. Okay, total snow and sleet accumulation between 1 and 2 inches. Ice accumulation to 1/2 to 1 inch. And so extreme cold. You see how cold they are. As low as 10 below. For extreme cold weather warning, dangerously cold wind chills as low as 15 below expected. And these guys are without power. They're in Oxford, Louisiana, I believe. Or no, Mississippi. Oxford, Mississippi. So these guys are without power, and we're talking negative 15 below zero. So that's what we got going on in Mississippi. And we do have it in Louisiana, parts of Alabama going on right now. We do have another storm chaser in Oklahoma. Let's check him out. This is Nathan Moore. They're out of the snow, I think. If I can figure out where he's at. They're right there. Yeah, so looks like they're done with the snow, but you can see this is in and around Oklahoma. And these guys are under extreme cold weather warning. So there are going to be pockets of snow in and around Midland, Texas, Roswell, New Mexico. going on to Bentonville and Fayetteville. And I believe that is in Arkansas. Look like these guys had, let me see if I can't get into Arkansas. These guys look like they've had some big bands of snow. See if they have any live cameras here real quick. It's Bentonville. It's in the far corner.
Attention, a new special marine warning has been issued.
So we'll just take a look. It is still snowing right there, and this is Bentonville, Arkansas. Looks like they had quite a bit of snow there. I seen some big bands going through there yesterday, and that's where some of our storm chasers were at. Get off of that, guys. I have a alarm going off, and I'm going to be right back. And give me just a second. Alexa, alarm off. All right, I am back. So I'm going to drink my lukewarm coffee because I forgot I had it. Yep. Thank you, Jeff, for watching. Sean, Rhonda. Like you said, over in Perryville, or St. Genevieve, should I say, Rhonda says you guys got up to 7 inches. Looking out there, I think we have maybe 8 or 9, 10 inches. I'm not quite sure. I ain't been out there to measure this morning. So expect some cold temperatures tomorrow to -30 according to HRRR, but we'll say -25.
Attention, a new special weather.
Let me take a look here at what they got us going as far as the alerts, and I'll explain that to you here. So we got maybe 1 to 4 more inches of snow, but I don't think we'll get that. See if we got we had a warning earlier. Let me see if I can find it. As far as the wind chills. Extreme cold. Okay, here we go. It says right here, it could be wind chills of -15 to -25. HRRR has it even close to 30 miles an hour. So if you're going to be out tomorrow, make sure at least you have everything covered, including your face, because it's going to be very cold. And don't work too hard. If you're out there, I would say no more than 5-10 minutes, and then come back in, rest for a little bit, because it's going to be exhausting and extremely cold. I do have heated gloves, and I've got all the gear. I don't know how it's good in -30 if we get that far. So I will go ahead and end this live stream, guys. I just want to give you an update of what's going on and around the area. And really quick, if you had to just joined, let me get to these power outages real quick and click off here. This is what we got going. All these power outages that are kicking off. We do have a warning. It looks like it's kicking off in and around Chester, Illinois. Let's take a look at that real quick. Dangerous wind chills, -15 to 25. Our actual temperature is going to be 5 to 10 below zero as well. So the regular temperatures are going to be below zero plus the wind chill. The winter storm warning, like I said, we can have up to 1 to 4 inches all the way up till, I think, says until 6 p.m. this evening. I think we'll be pretty good a lot earlier, but winter storm and 1 to 4 inches all the way up till 6 is our warning. And tomorrow by 6 a.m. it is going to be extremely cold. If by 2 o'clock we'll get to a warm temperature of 0 here in Chester for tomorrow. These heavy bands, like I said, if you can see up here, are in the 20 dBz's, 25. That's in the moderate range. And around New York, Washington, this is heavy snow that's kicking off. And in and around Kentucky, around Murray, Kentucky, and all that, you're looking at moderate snow right now. As far as Chester, you click off of that, we have nothing. Just to the, looks like just to the west of us, if this stuff comes up from Bentonville, Arkansas, all the way up, we'll go ahead and put it in play. If that hits Chester, you're looking at a band of moderate snow that will hit us. How long that will last, I don't know. So that's all I got, guys. I am going to take a break, drink the rest of my coffee. I am going to dress up and try to uncover my car, take a look at what's outside. And let me see if I can't really quick, if you're just getting on here, let me get into my security cameras real quick, see if I can't load that up, kind of give you a look outside. There we go. So this is a look at Chester right now, and you can see that car right there in the top left of your screen right there. It's pretty much buried up to the top of the tires. And some of that was not from the snowplow. Some of it is, some of it isn't. But when I looked earlier, the back of that, you see right there, the back of that is, the snow is up to the back of that. And a lot of that could be wind, drift. But you can see right there on my, and that could be, because you can see right there on the left part of your screen, that tree right there, there is a drift of snow going up. So that could be it. Let's see if I got another cam to look at real quick. That one just went out. See if I can't get out of that real quick. And get to another camera. My cameras are struggling. This is the side of my house, I call it. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look around my house real quick. So you can see my chimes are still going. So it is windy out there, so you'll probably have some wind chills. This is what it looks like on the side of my house. Let's take a look at, and that is another look from the side, different view. And pretty much we got snow everywhere. Let's see what else we got going on. A lot of my other cameras are out. Take a look at my kitchen right there. Yeah, so I'm having a little bit issues with some of my cameras. And just to give an idea, this website that I'm using is just a portal, so I don't get actual good footage from the Wisecam. On my phone I do, but with this portal it doesn't connect very well. So let's go ahead and get off of that. Back to Radar Omega. I will probably get to you guys tomorrow as far as the rest of the week, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Monday, expect up to negative 25 to 30, anywhere from negative 15 to negative 30 degrees by 6 a.m. in the morning is wind chills. The rest of the week, I think I looked earlier, you're being the single digits pretty much all week up till I think Friday, but we'll take a better look at it tomorrow. But the wind chills are still going to be below zero. But we will take a better look and a more accurate forecast as far as the rest of the week. Other than that, you guys stay warm. Watch TV the rest of the day. Watch football. We got football kicking off. And for my son-in-law, Rich Fogerson, we are rooting for New England. I hope Denver beats them, but if they don't, we're going for New England. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Let me get back in this stream, and I'll see you tomorrow with the, I want to call it 7-day forecast because it is Sunday now and it's going to be Monday tomorrow. Monday, I'll try to get that and give you the forecast for Tuesday up until Saturday tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your day.